This is a message for my daughter Murphy. Hopefully you'll find your way to this video if or when the time comes for you to have babies of your own. Dear Murphy, tomorrow you turn 1. As excited as I am to celebrate you and your incredible year of life, I find myself feeling even more reflective on how much you've transformed me as a mother in this past year. You've taught me so much about patience, about trust, about letting go. You've expanded my capacity for empathy and helped me reconnect with my own inner wisdom in a way my body was desperately craving for. And while so much of this won't fully make sense until you experience it, I'd love to pass down a few lessons you've taught me as you prepare to become a mother yourself. First, becoming a mother isn't something that happens instantaneously. In fact, in the early days, it can feel like quite the opposite. There are some people who feel a huge amount of undying love and connection to their baby the moment they meet them, but others don't, and that's okay. I felt an instinctual need to keep you in my arms, but otherwise you kind of felt like a stranger, and I had no idea what I was doing. I certainly didn't feel like a mom. I felt frail, exhausted, inadequate, and so deeply challenged and insecure. When you give birth, you're still the same person you were the day before. It's just now you have a baby to take care of. It's kind of like waking up on your birthday and someone asking, "So, how does it feel to be 30? Motherhood is a process. In fact, there's a word for it now, matrescence. I hope that matrescence is widely understood when it comes time for you to have kids, but right now the research is in its infancy. Here's what we know. Our brains literally rewire, becoming more efficient, more attuned, and more focused on caregiving in our first 2 years postpartum. So much so that researchers are able to identify if a woman has been pregnant just by looking at her brain scans. And our hormonal levels undergo an incredible shift, one that can feel overwhelming at times, that's for sure, but that also help us deepen our sensitivity and protectiveness. Your brain and body will rewire and reorganize in such beautiful and expansive ways, but this doesn't happen overnight. You're gonna have so many doubts and feelings, and then feelings about those feelings. But then one day, after you've changed hundreds of diapers and rocked your little one to sleep countless times, your baby will probably be mobile, they'll be curious and silly, and they may even have teeth. And you'll think to yourself, wow, I am a mother. Next, I have a mantra for you. Nothing lasts forever. The good stuff, the hard stuff, nothing. Is your baby teething? Sick? Sleeping weird? It will shift within a few weeks' time. Nothing lasts forever. Third, trust your intuition. This can be so hard, especially in the early days. I often wondered, is this my intuition or is it just anxiety? I'm not sure what the parenting landscape will look like for you, but we're currently living in an age where there are experts on everything, and they're all online, constantly telling you about all of the things you're doing wrong and all of the things you need to do instead. Track this, follow that schedule, use these apps. But it's all noise, and it pulls you away from your inner voice. Just take a breath, connect with your baby, put them skin to skin, smell them, hug them, love them. What do they need? What do you need? And if you settle into a rhythm that feels easy for you and your family when it comes to breastfeeding, sleep, or any of the other hot button newborn topics, then it's right, no matter what anyone else around you says. Conversely, if you feel that something is wrong, you ruthlessly follow that feeling until you get to the root. People are so quick to dismiss distressed babies as colicky. It's lazy and disrespectful to both you and your baby. Babies can be suffering from reflux, GI issues, body tension, and a host of other issues that cause them to feel uncomfortable. And they are human beings who deserve to be taken seriously. You do not need to just wait until they're a little older. There are things we can do to help them. Again, get skin to skin, spend hours outside every day, nourish yourself, and find supportive, like-minded professionals. If anyone makes you feel like your concerns or your babies are not legitimate, walk away and find someone else. Trust your intuition. Finally, the greatest gift you can give yourself and your child is to learn how to regulate yourself. Motherhood is hard, but it can be the most rewarding, beautiful challenge you'll ever experience, or it can feel soul-crushingly impossible. The difference? Your ability to stay grounded and regulated. Things will be overwhelming. Breastfeeding will be clumsy, you'll be exhausted, your baby will fall and hurt themselves, they may hate getting their diaper changed or being in their car seat, you certainly do. And you'll face these moments with a choice. You can either get swept up in the chaos, or you can pause and remember, you are an adult, they are a baby. They're not giving you a hard time, they're having a hard time. You are not in danger. You do not need to enter fight or flight. The best thing you can do is stay calm and comfortable in your body so that your arms can be the safest place for them to land. Some common pitfalls that make this much more challenging than it needs to be. Tracking. I've already said this, but it bears repeating. Sometimes your baby is going to be more or less hungry or more or less sleepy. This is how we are, this is how they are, it's normal, it's human. Looking at an app that tells you otherwise is not going to lead to a calm, regulated mom. I've also referenced that your baby may struggle with something like gas pains. While it's important that we want to help them, we also want to remain as calm as possible in the process. We so often grit for the quick fix, but what if instead you just slow down, take a breath, connect with your baby, and work together to find a solution that feels good. I really struggled with this when we had breastfeeding challenges, and I truly believe that all my stress and anxiety made the situation so much worse. You picked up on my tension and wore it on your little body like a suit of armor. Okay, one more pitfall that's embarrassing but important to admit. Sometimes I found myself wanting to show others just how hard I was working. For example, if I'd spent all day with you and it was a tough one, instead of sharing the fun or sweet moments with Dada, I'd fixate on the drama, with lots of exasperating sighs and complaints. It's like I'd need him to know how hard I had contributed to the family. I don't think this was necessarily a conscious thing, but I began to notice that it was a habit, and it didn't feel good. Not for me and not for Dada. I'm not saying to suppress your negative emotions, but I'm saying learn to regulate. Notice what triggers you. Was bedtime hard? Okay, now it's over, so let's take a breath and enjoy the evening. I promise you'll feel better if you skip the 30-minute complaint spiral. It's definitely a practice, one you'll recommit to every day, but my God, it's life-changing. I truly believe that if we soften into motherhood and open ourselves up to receive, our babies have so much to teach us. I am the truest, most grounded version of myself because of you. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. I love you, Murphy Moon. Happy birthday.